Well, I thought we'd have a little Swabbie update. I just cleaned the skimmer. I haven't cleaned the glass in the tank yet, but I have cleaned the skimmer, replaced the filter socks. You can see they're all nice and new and shiny. Shiny white. After I bleach them, I probably should show you how I do that one day, but I want to show you the Swabbie, and it just started running. I have it running every 4 hours. It runs for 5 minutes to keep the neck clean, and since now we can see it moving with the water inside the skimmer, I thought I'd give you a good look at it while it's operating. It's around back right now. It takes a little bit to get all the way around. Not too terribly long, but a little bit. And it keeps the neck clean, I can tell you that. Does a great job. It's strange seeing the clean neck all the way around. You can even see on the part of the neck that's down underneath the top of the cup, or the bottom of the cup, is just as clean as the top. I did readjust it. I had it rubbing a little hard, so I've softened it, lightened it up a little so that it doesn't rub so hard. And again, I am running a wetter skimmate. It's still, as it cleans very well, sometimes the top of these air holes start even getting gook coming out of them, and I think that's more from the biopellet reactor sending some nasty stuff out in the water, of course, which it's supposed to do. So I'm getting a little bit of light from the shades at the side here. Let's try and go this direction and see the Swabbie actually operating, sweeping it clean. It's you can see a little bit of detritus now in the sump. Not much, but there is a little. Skimmer's working great. Haven't had a skimmer work this nice, I don't know, ever actually. It's very consistent, probably because of the Swabbie, I'm going to assume. It's just the bubbles are consistent and it operates consistently. It's never overflowed, never had any issues with it. I'm going to try and let's turn this a little here and see if we can close out some of that. But you see it going around again. Obviously the neck is already clean because I just cleaned it. But I did want you to get a good look at it and see what it looks like in operation, as the reef keeper takes care of it, which is good. That's why we buy them, right? Controller is supposed to control. And we're getting good foamate with the skimmer itself, and with the Swabbie cleaning the neck, everything constantly gets pushed towards the top, and as it gets pushed towards the top, everything gets pushed obviously to the top of the cup. And here it comes around again, and it's probably got another couple minutes or so. It maybe goes around 6 or 7 times in its 5 minutes, something like that, 7-ish times. I think it takes more than about 30 seconds to go around. Maybe it goes 8 times around. But as it keeps that neck as clean as can be, it seems to keep it operating as efficient as it can at all times, which is a good thing. We're all after having our skimmer work at its peak always. And then of course as I clean the socks, and of course there's a lot of, with the light outside, sorry about that, but there's a lot of light coming back in, but the socks are obviously nice and clean. I'm still getting a lot of air in the drop down chamber here, and of course the biopellets are churning away, but there goes the Swabbie again around, and it'll probably make one more pass before it turns itself off. It's if you ask me, I'm going to tell you it's worth the investment. It's something that always annoys people is keeping that neck clean. Now I will tell you, I was hoping I didn't have to clean the skimmer cup but every couple weeks, and I could just drain the cup with this little handle here, and that's not how it works. It pulls out so much junk that I've got to clean it, the whole neck. In fact, it even starts coming out between the cup and the lid. It pulls so much crap out. So which is a good thing. We want it pulling all that junk out. It's you know, as we can all try and keep our nitrates down. I think right now I'm going through some nitrate issues. I was doing a little research last night, and a guy told me it was because of his crushed coral. He pulled his crushed coral sand out and put in the sugar fine sand, and his nitrates dropped unimaginably. So I think at this point I'll be buying an AquariPure, trying a denitrate filter. I know I've got a lot of fish in the aquarium, and I may even add some more live rock and add more fish. Obviously going to be adding more corals. Now it just turned off, and it's around back, of course, but you can see how the foam, and now you can see the foam is starting to come into the top of the cup there. If I can get it away from the reflections, but it's putting out some little clear light green foam right now. And as it again, as I just replace the filter socks, clean the skimmer cup, and I will be cleaning the glass here in a few minutes, and then testing the water. It puts out a little cleaner, clear white foam. In a matter of a day, probably by tomorrow, it will start putting out nasty green yuck, which is good. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update on the Swabbie and let you know how it works. And I'll see you again. Take care.